I was just driving and I just thought of something that makes me really happy, and I remembered that I have this book that we started earlier this week called The Little Yellow Book of Things That Make Me Happy that I got from Goodwill. And we've only written one thing in it thus far. All we've written was animals, and we wrote quite a bit. Today, I'm going to tell you before I write it. I just had a flashback to when one time I went to take Lucy and Roxy for a walk, and I had to grab something out of my car, and when I opened the door, they jumped in. And it made me also think of this time that this other dog I sit named Cooper did the same thing. And there's been a couple other dogs that also do that. And in the moment, it was frustrating to me because, I'm like, hi, I'm like, why are you in my car? Like, I'm trying to walk, like, get out the way. I'm just trying to grab something, and like letting like frustration take over me or whatever. But right now, in this moment, I'm feeling like a little like giggly and giddy about it. Something about that, I was just like, I just love that. Like, that's so, it's a funny little moment, and it's cute to think about. Like, you can see glimpses into how owners, what their relationship with their dogs are, little things like that. And I just think, like, even though I'm frustrated in the moment, like, looking back, I just think it's so cute that certain dogs are like, oh, we're going somewhere? Okay. But it's just so funny to me, like, how, oh my gosh, there's a little baby bunny. How trustworthy and like down for whatever dogs are. Oh, don't run away. I don't really know how to put it into words exactly what I'm trying to express, but it's the little tiny things. Oh. When you're in a gratitude state, over the past couple of days, I've definitely completely shifted my entire mentality, not even just my mind, but like my whole vibration, my entire spirit feels like it's more in like a gratitude and like happiness, hope, smiles, joy, intentionality, state of being. And it's just so interesting that little tiny things like that can give so much joy. Like, it literally warmed my heart, and it was just a really quick memory that was actually really frustrating when I was in that moment. If I were to watch another creator talk about this, I would either be like, oh my gosh, that's true, little moments of joy, and I could feel like some of their heart, and it would like open up my heart. But then there would be other times where maybe I'm feeling like a little bit more closed off or irritable, and I'm watching them like with the intention to like help me open up or feel inspired or whatever. But instead, I would just feel like irritated or jealous because I'm too in a negative mood. I'm too in a like closed off mood to be like, oh yeah, that tiny little thing you're talking about, like that opens me up too. You know what I mean? Little bunny. See, little moments like this. I swear to God, when good happens, it happens like tenfold into your life. Oh, he's eating a little leaf. It's like this exponential compounding positivity. I don't know how else to explain it. And people get irritated when you say like, oh, everything happens for a reason, or like try to see the bright side, see the glass is half full. But truly, when you switch your mindset to be like, I don't entertain the negative things for very long. I don't entertain the anger for very long, or I do something with it, like the anger is informing me. But I'm not just gonna sit here and rant and bitch, which I mean I have before, so I'm not even trying to like act like I'm perfect, because I only had this like little awakening in the past couple of days. But I don't know how to explain it. It's like we perpetuate what we tolerate. So if you tolerate yourself ranting and bitching about someone or something, you're perpetuating yourself as the type of person that rants and bitches. And it makes it to where you see more stuff to rant and bitch about. It's not just words that's happening. It's a frequency you're putting your body into. It's an emotional state you're putting your body into. That doesn't just like wash away. You don't just like switch up all of a sudden. Oh, the bunny, where'd he go? Why are you over there now? So cute. There is a resonance that's left behind from what you indulge in, whether that's emotional indulgence, like I indulged in bitching about something, or activity indulgence, like today I have indulged in like hyper focusing on conversations with ChatGPT, and now my spirit, my emotional state, like my vibe has switched, and all of a sudden I feel like, oh my god, my brain hurts, and like I feel like less clarity, and I feel kind of irritable. What you indulge in has a resonance. It stays on your body. It stays in your mind, your brain over the next couple hours. And I mean, you can consciously clear it out. You can breathe and let it go. But there's also like this recurring nature to these. If I'm bitching about something and it's resonating in my spirit, I'm more likely to bitch again later about something else. It's like it resonates for the next couple of hours, and I bring that energy to whatever I do. I'm more likely to be bitchy to other people. I'm more likely to point out the negative, to complain. I bring that to whatever I do because of that resonance, even if I'm not like currently thinking about the thing I was bitching about. And it's fine. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be like, I'm never ever gonna bitch ever again. I am so pure. It does make a lot of sense to do those activities that like clears it off of you. A lot of times we just kind of expect sleep to do that for us. Each morning's a fresh start. Wake up with a grateful heart. Like each day feels like a new day. But many of us get into a cycle where the stressors, depressors, like the things from yesterday that were heavy, were negative, were frustrating, hurt our hearts, that we failed to, like, we didn't want to address, we stuffed down. The things from yesterday can carry over into the next day, and that likelihood to jump back into bitching again, for using bitching as an example, you are solidifying this like frequency, this way of living and approaching life that can sometimes get you stuck. You feel like it's no big deal. You feel like, oh no, I was just like bitching about something. I just needed to get it out. Like, you go about your day, you don't exhale it all out. You don't actually like get it off of your person and shift your mood back into high vibration, gratitude, love, whatever. That night, you accidentally find yourself bitching again, or just being frustrated because your partner's presence, they did something to anger you, or you stubbed your toe. You come back to this like irritation vibration, and then you go to sleep and you think, no big deal. I'm not actually that pissed off. It's just moods, and moods come and go. You don't even realize you've robbed yourself of the fresh feeling of like, I'm blessed to be here on earth. Like, I'm blessed to have a new day. The day and the present moment holds so much potential. There's so many like miracles that could happen. There's so much potential for good feelings to happen, and then to expand outwardly exponentially off of you in other people's directions. So just like you can bitch and then accidentally that expands out, goodness, the sharing of goodness and good vibrations, good feelings happens exponentially just like that. It's been 13 minutes of me sitting here. Whoops. I feel like this is really going to help someone, I hope. Those little moments, like those dogs jumping in my car 3 or 4 days ago when I was in like a bad mental state or feeling really pessimistic and whatnot, I would have like thought of that memory, and it wouldn't have had any type of emotional reaction or really mean anything to me. Or it possibly would have reminded me of how annoyed I was when the dog did that. But because I've been in a state of gratitude, feeling really connected to myself and like that I'm doing a good job to follow my purpose, really trying to shift, that little moment became this spark of joy in my heart and in my mind. It's like we lose sight of how much joy there is to feel in this world because we operate in a way and we condition ourselves to downplay the good, and we can't access those feelings within us because we're too stressed, angry, sad, too busy being so focused on negative things in our lives and stressful things in our lives. We give them so much power and so much weight, and we think that it's not a choice, but it is a choice. Don't get me wrong, when you're going through something hard, it's really hard to just shift out and just be like, like everything's so happy. I love everything. Like, I love life. To get here, I had some really hard conversations, a lot of reflection to do, resetting. There's work there. So I'm not trying to display the world as sunshine and rainbows, but I am giving the facts that it's also delusional to be that negative all the time. It's illogical to play up the stressors and focus on them so heavily. Why would you want to live your life that way? Yeah, you can't control it. And that's also a positive thing. Like, you can't control those things. You're like, well, I can't control that I got cut off in traffic. I can't control that so-and-so in my family is treating me like shit. I can't control that this negative thing happened to me. Exactly. It's out of your control. So it should be free from your mind and attempts to control it. It should be free from your attention and stress about it. And if it can't be because it's something that you need to solve, then how can you solve it so that you can get it the F out the way and get back to how you're actually supposed to operate within this world? And be honest with yourself. If it's not in your control and it's not for you to solve, then let it go. Then let it go. Like, it's not that deep. It's not worth this hour being centered around negativity, hate, pain. It's not worth this hour turning into a resonance in your body for the next 6 hours. It's not worth it turning into your day and waking up tomorrow and having this like general like sluggish weight on you, and you're like, oh, I don't know why I feel this way. Minutes turn to hours, turn to days, turn to weeks, months, years of your life. So it's up to you to decide, do I want this year to be full of memories of pain, stress, irritation? Or do I want this year to be full of memories of little sparks of joy, fun, creativity, connection? I could go on. I mean, there's so many things that you can feel blessed to have. I mean, think about it. You want to have your dream life. Everybody wants to have their dream life. Well, the only thing in the way of you having your dream life is you, your perception. When you look back at this year, it can either be, this year was hard, but I overcame obstacles to choose a higher route. Choose happiness, joy, creativity, love. The second option, it could be, when I look back at this year, I'm so glad I had that awakening moment after watching this video where I decided, oh my God, wait, I can change. I'm in charge of where my focus goes. Where your attention goes, energy flows. This past year, I had that shift where I was like, oh wait, it's as simple as I need to put my attention onto how this is a good thing, how this is a growth opportunity, and I like growth because nobody's ever happy staying stuck. How this is a growth opportunity in disguise. Like, I'm so glad I shifted my mindset to realize that it's fully in my power to say no to chronically entertaining negativity. The third option, when I look back at this year, it's full of memories of frustration, pain, stuffing things down, arguments, irritation, dwelling, stagnancy, victimhood. I look back at this year, that's what I see. That's what I indulged in. It's your choice. At the end of the day, it's your choice. I know I'm making it out to be easier said than done, but sometimes it's easier than we make it out to be. Sometimes if you just clear out all the bullshit, and this is another lesson I've been learning over the past 2 weeks, I would say. Sometimes if you just clear out everything, I need to be this for this person, I need to be this for this situation, I have obligations here, I want to work on this project, but I'm also trying to manifest this, and I haven't been getting into the gym enough, and I'm holding shame about this thing, I'm excited about this thing. All of the things that you give your attention to scatter yourself. It is completely and utterly okay. Because I also know that I'm going to get people in the comments who are like, life's just not like that. We can't, what are we just going to quit our jobs? Like, we can't take a breath. We can't. And it's like, yes, you can. I mean, not the job part. I'm not telling you to quit your job unless you're at that part that feels right. Like, that's the right thing to do. But like, you can take a breath. You can take a moment to be like, whoa, here's everything that has been scattering me, and not just mentally, but emotionally has been scattering me to feel dread, disdain, hurt, anger, pain, excitement, frustration, love. It's in your hands. You want to stay a victim if when you hear me say that, you say, I just can't do that, because you don't have to shift and change your entire life overnight. You just have to take a moment to be like, okay, hold on. Let me just like take a pause, pull myself back, take a deep breath, connect with myself, connect with my body, feel the wind in my hair, be like, okay, what's most important? What's most important to me? What life do I want to live? How can I take one baby step in that direction? And then you can go right back to doing your job because you have to pay the bills. But if you're not even willing to take a step back to just say, like, where can I make adjustments in my life? Where can I make some shifts so that I'm holding less suffering? And this feels like hard truth to like spout out. My heart feels heavy like saying all of this stuff so bluntly, because you also deserve compassion. I'm not here to say it's all your fault, because it's not. There's so much going on and nobody taught us these things. You know, we have to learn it ourselves or watch it on a YouTube channel. Nobody teaches you self-awareness. Nobody teaches you emotional intelligence. Nobody teaches you these things. You have to learn them. What it boils down to is being willing to make small changes, being willing to step back and look at it from a bird's eye view, being willing to grow, being willing to develop on like a soul level. That's available to you. Always has been and always will be. And you don't have to hurry, because hurrying isn't what's going to get you there. You just have to keep returning. Just keep coming back to yourself. Keep coming back to that space in your heart. Keep coming back to love. Keep coming back. And that's how you find a fulfilling life. You don't need to be rich. You don't need anything outside of you. It all comes from within. I love you all. Let me know what is stirring within you. I'm going to go ahead and write down that what makes me happy is when dogs jump into my car when they're not supposed to. Like and subscribe, and I love you. In this moment, I'm feeling like a little like giggly and giddy